Hello, my name is Eunice Montenegro. I will be talking about cultural influences on Latinas' exposure to technology careers for my HCI 514 Global User Research course at DePaul University. Today we will be talking in 5 segments. The first one will be an introduction to the topic. The second one will dive into the lack of representation. Third one will be the cultural influences on career paths. The fourth will be methods to close gaps. And the fifth one is a concluding slide. So to start us off, STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics field is one of the highest paying and fast growing industries. However, the technology field has underrepresented ethnic groups such as Latinas. The low number of Latina representation in technology field is seen in academia as well as in the workforce. In results, organizations were formed to tackle the problem, and companies dedicated media outlets to Latinas and women in technology. We will also review we'll also explore the lack of representation and how cultural influences on career paths from the lens of Hofstede's cultural models can be categorized and methods to expose Latinas to technology. Now, when looking at numbers, there's a clear lack of representation. Here we have a couple of statistics from the literature reviews conducted in the final paper. The first one is from the academia standpoint. So Latinas represent only 4% of high school AP computer science exam students in 2017. Latinas also received only 2% of doctoral degrees in computer and information sciences. Women hold 26% of U.S. computing occupations. However, out of those 26%, Latinas occupy only 1% of technology jobs. Now, when comparing these numbers to males, male make up 70% of graduates in engineering, mathematics, and computer science. So clearly we see here a much higher number, more than double of that representation in academia. So given that males represent 70% of graduate degrees, it's likely that they also represent that higher number when it comes to career paths. Now, when looking at cultural models, there are several unique barriers facing Latinas' participation in computer science, such as a lack of resources, low levels of confidence due to stereotypes, family influences, and the lack of Latina role models. These barriers are organized into applicable Hofstede's cultural model dimension theory. I have 3 noted here. The first one is the cultural model of collectivism. Latinas believe that their family members hold a vital role in influencing their career goals and interests. Based on studies, Latinas believe that their parents are supportive and would show encouragement to pursue computing careers if they do choose to go down that path. Due to the high level of influence family members play on Latinas' careers, Hofstede's model of collectivism best represents the cultural influence they face. Latinas act in the interest of the group and consider the opinion of their loved ones to make big decisions such as careers. The second cultural model is that of power distance. Gaps in undergraduate students' preparation for engineering and technology jobs is highlighted in underrepresented communities, such as that of Latinx. This has led to a lack of Latina role models, mentors, and advisors. And the representation of someone in the field to look up to has caused Latinas to steer away from technology. Hofstede's cultural model of power distance is relevant in this instance, as Latinas have a high power distance to which they seek guidance from an authority figure they view as knowledgeable. And the last one of masculinity. The stereotypes that link masculinity to technology is still prevalent and has led to lower levels of STEM and CS confidence for women. leading them to switch majors in schools. In a study conducted by Jill Denner, it was found that approximately one-third of the girls reported that their career goals would fall more in line with traditional gender roles if they were a boy. It can be inferred that Hofstede's model of masculinity would be a best fit, as Latinas would think that technology would closely align with a male career. Now, there are a couple of methods to closing this gap and increasing the number of Latinas in technology, such as established programs. The first one is that of Tecnochicas. The Tecnochicas was created to increase Latinas in technology, and their goal is to close the gap found in computer-related jobs. Tecnochicas has designed resources both in English and in Spanish to encourage Latinas to pursue technology. With the consideration of the Spanish language and resource material, Tecnochicas moves towards a more inclusive technology field. I would encourage organizations to also share resources with family members so they can be exposed to opportunities and encourage their child to continue exploring technology. As we've seen earlier, that family does play a vital role in the decision making for careers. The second organization is that of Girls Make Game. This is an after-school program dedicated to teaching gaming while building a network. Again, we notice that Latinas seek to have a role model, and this program allows them to have that. And the last one is that of Google Tech Exchange. So Google had established a tech exchange program that partners with colleges and institutions that primarily serve Black and Hispanic individuals. The program's mission is to unlock opportunities for those undergraduate students. The program understands that technology gaps and thus tries to assist those individuals by building their professional network with one of the top technology companies. Another method to closing the gender gap is that of media outreach. So media outreach is a way that breaks the masculine stereotype, such as that through ads, due to the lack of representation, leading to alarming statistics. Companies such as Shell has taken issues into their hands and issued an ad called Closing the Gender Gap in Engineering and Technology. By defeating stereotypes and noting that women can succeed in technology, they are welcoming Latinas in the industry. Media also plays a crucial role in broadcasting stories such as that in 2022 when news outlets both in Spanish and English shared the story of Katia Echa Raz Eta. She is a 27-year-old woman who made history by being the first Mexican-born American and one of the youngest women to go to space. By sharing stories such as Katia's, Latinas can see a role model, share their story with family, and feel identified and encouraged to continue a career in STEM. Now for closing statements, I believe that programs and media need to keep Latinas' cultural career influences at the forefront of their design to encourage compatibility, as well as for users and viewers to have a benefit of either the ad or the news broadcast, and always keeping in mind to educate those Latinas, support them, and help fight off stereotypes. Thank you.